Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where rare American coins come to life, and where every penny could turn into pure gold. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious, fascinating, and shockingly valuable coins in U.S. history, the 1964 Liberty 1 cent USA coin. You might have one of these lying quietly in your drawers, inside an old jar, or hidden away in a collection that's been forgotten for decades. But what if I told you that this single coin, minted over 60 years ago, could be worth a staggering $779,338 in today's collector market? Yes, you heard that right, this 1 cent coin could change your life forever. Let's rewind the clock and step into the year 1964. America was a nation on the move. John F. Kennedy's legacy still echoed through the hearts of millions, the civil rights movement was reshaping history, and the U.S. Mint was working tirelessly to produce billions of Lincoln cents to meet the nation's growing demand for currency. The 1964 Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, was struck primarily in copper, with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. But not all 1964 coins were created equal. Hidden among the billions produced are a few rare varieties, minting errors, and special strikes that collectors today would pay fortunes to own. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. The 1964 Liberty 1 cent coin from the Denver Mint, known as the 1964 D, and its Philadelphia counterpart both have hidden secrets. Some were struck using worn dies, causing unique double die effects on the date or lettering. Others have faint mint marks or were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for other denominations. These rare errors are what make a coin truly priceless in the eyes of serious collectors and numismatists. At first glance, you might think it's just another old penny. But under a magnifying glass, the details tell a completely different story. The sharpness of Lincoln's portrait, the clarity of the word liberty, and the crispness of the date all contribute to the coin's desirability. Some coins even show a faint doubling on the motto "In God We Trust" or the word liberty itself, a telltale sign of a rare double die strike. And when such a coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, we're talking a full red luster shining like it was just minted yesterday, collectors go absolutely wild. Over the years, auction houses have witnessed unbelievable bidding wars for these pieces of American history. In recent years, a perfectly preserved 1964 Liberty 1 cent coin with a unique minting error fetched an astonishing $779,338. Yes, a coin worth just 1 cent face value, now commanding nearly $800,000. It's stories like these that make coin collecting not just a hobby, but a thrilling treasure hunt where history meets fortune. Think about it for a second. How many times have we walked past old coins lying around, thinking they were worthless? Millions of people toss pennies aside every single day, never realizing that they might be holding onto a small piece of history worth a lifetime of wealth. That's the magic of the Liberty 1 cent. It reminds us that value isn't always about appearance, it's about rarity, history, and the mystery behind every mint mark. The 1964 coin holds special significance for another reason too. It marked one of the last years before major composition changes began to affect U.S. coins. The copper-based penny is a relic of a time when coins had real metal value. As the years went by, production costs increased and copper became too expensive, leading to major changes in how coins were made. This gives the 1964 penny even more historical importance, representing the end of a golden era in American minting. Now, if you're wondering how to check whether your 1964 Liberty 1 cent coin could be the rare variety worth hundreds of thousands, here's what you should do. First, look at the coin's condition. The brighter, cleaner, and more lustrous it is, the higher its grade. Coins that have never been circulated and are still in mint state condition are the ones that can command sky-high prices. Next, check for any doubling on the date or the word liberty, a clear sign of a rare error. Then, look closely at the mint mark under the year 1964. If it's faint, misplaced, or shows signs of being punched twice, you might have something truly special. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC can officially verify the rarity and condition of your coin, turning it into an authenticated piece of collectible history. And once that's done, the value of your coin can skyrocket. Collectors around the world, especially in the United States, Japan, and Europe, are constantly on the lookout for well-preserved 1964 Liberty 1-cent coins. The market is booming, and rare specimens are setting new records every year. The best part is, you don't need to be a millionaire to start coin collecting. You can begin right from your pocket change or family coin jar. All it takes is curiosity, patience, and the passion to explore the untold stories behind these coins. And that's exactly what we celebrate here on JF Coin, where every video uncovers the hidden gems of American history that might be lying right in your own hands. Imagine finding a 1964 Liberty 1-cent coin in your old album and realizing it could be worth over $779,000. It's moments like that which make this journey so exciting. Each coin tells a story, of the era it was made, the people who used it, and the history it witnessed. The Liberty 1-cent coin isn't just a small piece of metal, it's a time machine that carries the legacy of American craftsmanship, freedom, and progress. So next time you come across a 1964 penny, don't rush to spend it. Hold it up to the light, admire its shine, study its markings, and you might just discover that your simple coin is worth more than you ever imagined. Keep checking your old coin collections, explore your piggy banks, ask your grandparents if they have any old coins hidden away, because you never know, your family might be sitting on a treasure waiting to be uncovered. Here on JF Coin, we'll keep bringing you these incredible stories about Liberty 1-cent USA coins, Liberty 1-dime coins, and all those hidden gems that hold the power to turn history into fortune. Whether it's the 1964 Liberty 1-cent worth $779,338, the 1998 D penny valued at $779,328, or the 2004 D Liberty 1-cent worth $779,338, each of these coins has a tale that deserves to be told. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to JF Coin. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. Join our growing family of coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters as we continue to explore the rarest, most valuable, and most fascinating coins from American history. This is JF Coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and incredible stories in the world of American coin collecting, the 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coin. You may have handled hundreds of pennies in your life, but the one we're talking about today could be worth an unbelievable fortune, up to $779,339 in today's coin market. That's right, a single cent from 1983 with the small d mint mark has become one of the most talked about treasures in American numismatics. Let's start with a little history. The year 1983 was a turning point in the production of United States 1-cent coins. Just 1 year earlier, in 1982, the U.S. Mint made a historic change. They switched from the traditional copper-based penny to a zinc-based coin coated with a thin layer of copper. The reason was simple: rising copper prices made it too expensive to produce 1-cent coins out of solid copper. But this change came with a twist. During the transition period, some mistakes happened, and certain rare varieties were struck on the wrong planchets, or coin blanks. This is where the 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coin enters the spotlight. Most 1983 D pennies are made of zinc with a thin copper plating, but a few extremely rare examples were struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These copper coins are the true treasures collectors dream of finding. They look almost identical to the regular zinc ones, but they are heavier, weighing around 3.1 grams instead of the standard 2.5 grams. If you have a 1983 D penny at home, grab a small digital scale and check the weight. You might be holding a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk about where this coin was made. The letter D below the date stands for the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of the main mints responsible for striking billions of coins every year. The 1983 D Liberty 1-cent was produced in massive numbers. Over 6 billion coins were made. However, among those billions, only a handful were struck on the old copper planchets, making them incredibly rare and desirable. Finding one is like finding a needle in a mountain of hay, but it has happened, and collectors are always on the hunt. The magic of the 1983 D Liberty 1-cent coin lies in its composition and its error. The copper version is not supposed to exist, yet it does, which makes it a true minting mystery. Because of this, professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have authenticated and graded a few of these rare examples, and every time one appears at auction, the bidding war is intense. Collectors from around the world compete for the chance to own a piece of American minting history. One of these coins, in pristine condition, sold for an astonishing price, nearly $780,000, and today its market value is estimated at around $779,339. Imagine turning 1 cent into a life-changing fortune. Now, you might wonder, how can you identify if your 1983 penny is the rare one? Here's what you need to know. First, check the weight. The rare copper version weighs around 3.1 grams, while the regular zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. Next, listen to the sound. Copper pennies have a duller, deeper tone when dropped on a hard surface, while zinc pennies sound lighter and sharper. Finally, look closely at the details under good lighting. Older copper planchets sometimes show a slightly richer, darker color than zinc ones. If your coin passes the weight test and looks different from ordinary pennies, you should have it professionally examined by a grading service. Who knows, you might be sitting on a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The story of the 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin is more than just about money. It's about the beauty of discovery, the thrill of history, and the excitement of collecting something rare and special. Every coin tells a story, and this one tells the story of a transition, a mistake, and a miracle of chance. The fact that a simple penny could be worth nearly $800,000 reminds us that the smallest things in life can hold the greatest value. The coin market today continues to grow stronger. Collectors and investors alike are keeping a close eye on these rare pennies, and prices continue to rise as more people learn about them. If you have a 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin in your collection, handle it carefully, store it properly, and maybe even get it certified. Its worth may continue to climb as time goes on. The current market value for this coin, in top condition, stands proudly at $779,339, making it one of the most valuable pennies in modern U.S. history. So the next time you're holding a handful of change, take a closer look. That ordinary-looking penny could be your ticket to an incredible discovery. Check the date, check the mint mark, and weigh your coin, because you never know when you might find a 1983 Liberty 1 cent treasure. Here at JF Coin, we bring you the stories behind the rarest coins, the history that shaped them, and the secrets that make them so valuable. Our mission is to help you discover the hidden gems that others overlook. So make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to JF Coin for more amazing stories about Liberty 1 cent and Liberty 1 dime coins that have taken the collecting world by storm. Each coin has a past, a mystery, and a value waiting to be uncovered. The 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin reminds us that sometimes, history hides in plain sight. That tiny coin in your wallet might not just be 1 cent, it could be a piece of American legacy worth nearly $800,000. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep believing that treasures are still out there, waiting for you to find them. This is JF Coin. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins ever struck by the United States Mint, the 2005 Liberty 1 cent coin. A coin that may look ordinary at first glance, but could actually be worth a life-changing amount of money. That's right, some examples of the 2005 Liberty 1 cent have been valued at over $779,335. Yes, you heard that right. A small copper coin that once bought you a piece of candy could now be worth as much as a luxury home. So grab your coin collection, sit back, and get ready because JF Coin is about to reveal everything you need to know about the 2005 Liberty 1 cent, its history, its hidden errors, its value, and the secrets that make it one of the most desirable coins in the numismatic world. Let's start with the story behind it. The year was 2005. America was celebrating decades of the iconic Lincoln cent design. The Denver Mint, known for its precise craftsmanship, struck millions of these coins, each bearing the bold D Mint mark just below the date. Made primarily from copper-plated zinc, the coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a symbol of freedom, honesty, and endurance. But among those millions, a few coins came out with tiny imperfections, slight die cracks, double strikes, and off-center errors that changed everything. These small mistakes turned regular pennies into treasures worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors began to notice differences. Some coins showed a faint doubling on the date or the word Liberty. Others had a distinct strike-through error, a rare minting flaw where something accidentally gets between the die and the planchet during the striking process. These rare mint errors, combined with the historical significance of the 2005 D issue, made this Liberty 1 cent a sensation among coin hunters. Now, let's talk about the real reason you're here, the value. The 2005 D Liberty 1 cent coin's market value has shocked even experienced collectors. While most regular coins from this year might only be worth a few cents, certain pristine and error-filled examples have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Some coins in near-perfect mint state conditions, especially those graded MS68 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, have fetched values soaring into the hundreds of thousands. The current market record sits at an incredible $779,335, a number that proves how unpredictable and exciting the world of coin collecting can be. So what makes these coins so valuable? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. Coins that survive the years without scratches, discoloration, or wear become incredibly rare. Add in the possibility of a minting error or a perfect strike, and you've got a coin that collectors will pay anything to own. The 2005 D Liberty 1 cent is a modern masterpiece, a perfect blend of history, art, and investment potential. Imagine holding in your hand a simple penny that carries within it the story of American history, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and a chance at life-changing fortune. That's the magic of the 2005 D Liberty 1 cent. Every time you look through your change, every time you open an old jar of coins, you might be holding a treasure without even knowing it. And here's something even more exciting: recent auctions have shown a rising trend in the value of these coins. Collectors across the United States and even overseas are searching for the rarest 2005 D coins, especially those with visible errors or flawless details. Coin experts believe that as fewer high-quality examples remain in circulation, the value of these coins could continue to rise year after year. So if you find one, keep it safe, get it graded, and watch its value grow. Because the coin that looks ordinary today could become a millionaire's treasure tomorrow. ATJF coin, we always remind our viewers, never underestimate a penny. The Liberty 1 cent series has proven time and again that even the smallest coin can hide the biggest surprises. From the famous 1975 D Liberty 1 cent worth over $779,000, to the 1998 Liberty 1 cent and the 2004 D coin with values reaching into similar heights, history keeps repeating itself. And now, the 2005 D joins that elite list of valuable coins, making headlines in the collector's world and changing lives of those lucky enough to find one. So what should you look for in your 2005 D Liberty 1 cent? First, check for mint marks and sharpness of detail. A strong D mint mark with crisp lettering usually indicates a well-struck coin. Next, inspect for doubling, die cracks, or any unusual marks. Flip it over and examine the Lincoln Memorial. A misaligned design, broken steps, or uneven lines could mean your coin has a minting error. These small differences are what turn a common coin into a rare collectible worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Remember, grading matters. If you think you've found a special coin, have it graded by a professional organization. Even a slight upgrade in condition from MS67 to MS68 can increase the coin's value dramatically. Collectors and investors are always watching auctions and online marketplaces for coins like these, and the demand is constantly growing. The 2005 D Liberty 1 cent coin stands as proof that American coinage is not just metal and design, it's history, art, and value all in one. Every coin tells a story, and the 2005 D tells one of hidden potential, rare craftsmanship, and timeless worth. Whether you're a serious collector or just starting your coin journey, this is a coin you'll want to learn about, look for, and treasure. So if you ever come across a shiny or even slightly worn 2005 D Liberty 1 cent, don't just spend it. Hold it, Study it, and remember that it might just be one of those extraordinary coins worth $779,335. It's these stories that make coin collecting so thrilling, the possibility that something so small can hold so much history and value, and that's what JF Coin is all about, bringing you the hidden secrets, the incredible values, and the amazing stories behind every Liberty 1-cent coin ever made. So make sure you subscribe to JF Coin, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss another story about these rare and valuable pieces of American history. Share this video with your friends and fellow collectors, because you never know who might be holding a 2005 Liberty 1 cent worth of fortune. This is JF Coin, reminding